Money on my mind, gotta hustle and grind. Financial literacy always on my mind. I'm stacking knowledge, no time to waste. Gotta invest smart, gotta keep up the pace. I'm reading books, learning all the tricks, studying the market, making calculated picks.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Ray De Niro, and we are back at it again with another bag talk. We're going to jump right into it. Today, we're talking about why I chose Robinhood's Gold card as my daily driver. So we're going to talk about it. Before we jump into the topic at hand, let's go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in. For those of you who take the time to like the video, I very much appreciate it. Don't forget to share the video. For those of you who are watching on mobile, don't forget to hype the video, all the good things. So before we do that, obviously we've started doing another segment where we're giving the updates on what we did last week in the portfolio, specifically how much income we made. Last week, we brought in $768. That's $768 that I did not have to go to work for, that I did not clock in for, that I did nothing but, hold some shares and collect some checks, which is the crux of one of our foundational pillars. Obviously, we got to build an income machine, and we got to stack sats, Bitcoin, on the shirt. Okay? That's not a bad week. Granted, we're flirting with 1,000. I would like to get to $1,000 consistently. That'd be nice. But it's an uphill grind, and we are hitting 1,000 some weeks, which is nice. But again, the way that we are investing, the way that I am personally running my portfolio, which is very hot, very much on the edge, high volatility, number go up, number go down. If you can't look at red numbers, do not follow any of the stuff that I do. Stay in the safety net, and actually I will be making a safer version of my portfolio most likely once we roll out. We'll be doing a series on building out a self-directed HSA. The other thing that I wanted to add to this were the buys that we made last week. So what did we buy last week? So we bought QQQY, which is a Defiance QQQ. That's a portfolio balancing position, and we also bought some AMDY. Obviously, that's a yieldmax fund. It was down, so since it was down, we bought. Buy the dips. msty, forever buying the dip. I am a MSTR holder. I'm a Bitcoin holder. I believe in Bitcoin, so that is more or less of a no-brainer for me. I have no issues wanting to hold that, and I understand a lot of people believe that it's very a culty position, but I cycle through. And the next position that we bought is actually me hedging the position. So the next thing that we bought is Winter, which is a short against MicroStrategy for when it goes down. I want both sides of that income. I want both sides of that money. Obviously, me being an MSTR holder, a Bitcoin holder, I know Bitcoin in the long term is going up, but a little bit of a hedge doesn't hurt nobody. So we've thrown a little bit of a hedge in. It's very small. We've got 4 shares right now. It's like $100, but we're going to start building the position while we are up, because Bitcoin is running in a weird channel right now. We're moving very sideways, but it's volatilely sideways. So, sitting at 65,000 while I am buying dips on msty. I am also pulling oh geez, this is being weird. I did not like that. Boom. There we go. Okay, we're gonna stop doing the center stage there. Like, geez, that is not wanting to keep that angle. Which is cool. It feels like I have an actual camera person, but I don't like it. I'm like watching it zoom in and out. I'm not feeling it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, interesting. I can edge light from the computer. That's pretty cool. So, one of the things that we did was we added winter to the portfolio. That took up the last position seat. And, you know, if Misty goes down, that's our hedge against that. We obviously want to get a little bit more funding into that position, but it is what it is. We also bought some Ulti, which I have no problems buying that. Obviously, that's just a dip buy. That's been a workhorse for me. And we've got some Dreamy because we're going to buy RAM. Obviously, AI is taking a little bit of a beating right now. People are taking profits. And, you know, it is what it is. Fortunately, the Dreamy position has just recently been started. So we're buying into the dip, which is cool. And as it goes down, we'll keep buying into that. That is a position holding. I will be selling off a little bit of Chippy, not the entire position, but I will be getting that back into spec since people are pulling profits on AI. We're going to take a little bit and redistribute it. I will probably be buying even more Misty this week. So that's probably going to be on the buy list for next week when we talk about what we bought. But just portfolio optimization. Miss Chippy had been riding pretty hot. It's been a runner. It's the only thing that's sitting in green in the portfolio right now. And we're going to capitalize on that. Now, in total return, I have a few positions in green. But as far as what you look at when you go into my actual brokerage account, which we do show here, you'll get your monthly update. It's going to happen. And every once in a while, we'll have one of the bag talks where we jump into there. But Chippy is just in green. It's a very great performer. I have no complaints about it. Not getting rid of the position at all, but I do have some excess funds over the allocated amount. That was my target amount. And we're going to sell down to our target amount of a fully seated position, which is $10,000. And we're going to move that around into some better paying on sale positions. Obviously, you sell off a little bit, you know, on the pullback. I don't want to ride that down. And if we get below $10,000, then we can buy more Chippy and add back to the position in preparation for the next run up. Because I don't think the AI run is over personally. I don't think it's going away. Cat's out of the bag, not going back in. So those are the things that happened last week. Now we are going to move on to what we're talking about this week. The topic, which is actually, let me pull this to the screen. Yes, share the screen. We're going to jump up with that. My allergies are killing me today. Let's see, how are we sitting? We're going to add to the stage. Boom. And I'm not going to do Micro Machine. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just ride this through. And actually, before we bring that up, I want to show the card because I actually have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you living life if you don't have the Robinhood Gold card? There it is. It's like nice golden. I've had this card. I've done videos on it before. I've talked about this multiple times being one of my wanting to be my daily driver. And the skinny of it, for those of you who don't want to watch past this point before we do this breakdown, the skinny of it is simple. I like simplicity. Like, I don't like playing the credit card game. I'm not a points guy. Like, there's plenty of channels out there. Like, I am not big on credit hacking. I have cards that do specific jobs, specifically balance transfers. I've gotten some cards that were some ego cards that were points, points driven. Like, I like my Chase Sapphire. That's a little bit of an ego card. I don't use it the way that I need to for it to actually be advantageous to me. So we'll probably be shifting some stuff around with my financial structure moving forward. But it's just not a super useful card for me. And having something that's just 3% cash back across the board is easy for me. Like, I'd rather have a less percent. I don't need to, you can get the multiplier and do all that. Like, I don't need all that. One of the things I do like about this card is it is metal. It's a nice metal card. So I still get that flex. It's got the same heft as my Chase Sapphire. Like, it's a good card to pull out. That's a card that I like handing to people. You know, you hand it to them. It's like, got a little heft to it. And actually, I'm probably getting ready to upgrade to the rose gold version, which has a little bit more heft to it. So it'll be a little bit heftier than my Chase Sapphire. A little bit rose gold, you know, everybody's got the gold, little bit of ego there. I can have the rose gold. It's a little bit more prestigious of a card. And as my daily driver, it's not something that I generally am going to regularly pull points out on. And I've kind of decided that like most of my points are going to go towards skateboarding stuff, to be honest, because I'm fully invested. I invest a lot, and I think I'm just going to start buying stuff that I want that makes me happy with points. Like, I really think I'm just going to do that. And putting the majority of my stuff on this card specifically will give me the ability to accrue those points. So right now it's all my gas, anytime I go get groceries, everything but my Amazon. But as we do the financial restructuring, I will probably be adding this to my Amazon account. So that way those orders get allocated in the correct place after we clean up the Chase Sapphire. But that's the main thing for me is I can just go to one place. I can use one card, get 3% back, call it good, be happy, live life. And, you know, just be done with it. They're marketing this as the only card you'll ever need. There's no annual fee, no authorized user fee. Now, saying there's no annual fee for the card, but you do have to be a gold member on Robinhood for you to be qualified to get on the wait list to get this card. Now, the one thing that I did notice about this card is it is a wait list, and when they open up your spot, if you don't take it, it's no guarantee that they'll let you try to get back. They'll let you back in line. So when they offered it, I just had to get it. I did not plan on opening another credit account when I got this card, but when the opportunity came, and like they tell you when they send you your invite, like, hey, if you don't take this, like, we might not give it to you again. We don't know. Which there's a level of exclusivity. Like, you can't just go apply for this. Even if you are a gold member, you can't just go get a gold card. Like, you can't, not everybody can just have this card. Which kind of a little bit of a flex, you know, like kind of makes, you know, like you gotta, could you get one? Like, because I mean, honestly, I have good credit. I can go get basically any American Express except for a black card. Like, now the black card, that's, you got to get invited to that club. You gotta do some stuff. You gotta be at a certain level to get into that club. But like, also, they're fielding people for these Robinhood Gold cards. So like, there is a era of exclusivity there as well. So the additional benefits on here, just reading off the additional benefits, there's trip protection, purchase security, auto rental collision damage waiver, the extended warranty protection, return protection, zero liability protection, Visa signature concierge service, and travel and emergency assistance, and roadside dispatch. You can also take control of these with virtual cards. Now, this I do like, especially for those of you who, like myself, I personally have, you know, been a member at Planet Fitness. I go to a big, I guess, big boy, big girl gym now. I don't know. Like, I'm not a gym shamer. I actually enjoyed Planet Fitness, but it was all the locations were inconvenient for where I live, and I didn't want to drive there. So like, I went to a, you know, higher echelon gym that's closer to my house. And when I left Planet Fitness, I basically just had to cancel and reopen a credit card to get a new credit card issued with a new credit card number to leave there, because they did not, like, it's just such a pain to cancel your membership. And like, that's a horrible business model. Like, I'll never go back ever. I'd rather, if I'm out of town somewhere, I'd rather just pay for a day pass to go to a different gym after my experience there of trying to cancel my membership. And then I've heard of people who did successfully cancel their membership getting randomly charged anyway after the membership was canceled. So like, I kind of had to sever the tie, but like being able to issue virtual cards is an additional layer of protection. Most credit cards offer this service now, so this is not exclusive to the gold card, but it is something that I do value that's very easy to do within their app. Their app is very user friendly. You can also add other people onto your card without any fees for having people be on your card. It's accepted everywhere Visa's accepted, so that way you can build credit for your children in a positive fashion, because I know a bunch of people from my community, you end up becoming an adult, finding out that you had a light bill that never got paid that was in your name, and your credit's ruined before you started having credit. You start off with bad credit. That didn't happen to me personally, but I've heard stories, and that is tragic. This is a way for you to turn 18 and have great credit at the onset. You can also track spending, do all that fun stuff. One of the other things I was going to break down here, I was going to go ahead and run through the app, is like the stuff that you can use the points on. So like right now I'm earning 3% cash back. You know, they're doing a special giveaway and you can redeem points for the giveaway. They have a bunch of ways for you to throw away your points. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, they have limited edition cards. So like they have a very limited edition actual solid gold card that is 36 grams of real solid gold. That is your credit card. You know, maybe one day. They also have a 27 gram gold, 24 karat gold card that's 27 grams. Those are both a lot of freaking points. Like, you got to have a lot of points, and you know, even higher status than the rose gold, which is a little bit more expensive. Also, you can buy 10 grams of 24 karat pure gold. You can buy pure gold bars. They have little mystery box things where you can see what you could potentially get. Other prizes they have, and like the prizes are, you know, like you can get 100,000 points, you can get 10,000 points, 5%, an additional 5% for the next 30 days, additional 5% for the next 7 days, 15% on your next purchase, cash back, 15% on your next restaurant bill, cash back, 10% additional points for 10% points for the next 24 hours, 10% on your next 10% points on your next Google Apple Pay. It's just like a bunch of random prizes that you can get using the mystery box. I never use that. It's gambling, and I'm not much of a gambler, but you know, it's what it is. Obviously, you can do statement credits. You can do they do give you, okay, that's pretty interesting. So hold on. They do give you a bonus if you transfer into your Robinhood account. So that's interesting. So like I've got, like right now, I'm just giving an example, and this is as I'm looking through it. I have 20,118 points. So for reference, that's basically $140. But if I transfer it back to my Robinhood account in cash back, I could get, if I transferred all the points, I could get $201.18. So they give you a boost for actually cashing this out into your Robinhood account, which means that like now I might not be using those points for cash back, because I would much rather have that extra capital go into my Robinhood account. This might be how I build out my Robinhood account, to be honest. And then obviously they have the rose gold upgrade. You can use your points for flights, hotels. They have all that in app as well. Lounge passes, you can get your lounge passes. Now, I know some of the other premium cards, you get lounge passes for free. If I was traveling enough to where that mattered, than via plane. I like driving places. I like being on the ground. I'll take a plane, but like I'm not hitting flights like that, at least not at this juncture of my life. So this card is still a bonus for me. But I am actually going to get that rose gold card. I'm going to get that. That's going to be my ego, because then that'll fully seat me in using this every day, because I already have it on me. But, you know, the 17 gram stainless steel rose gold, that's a cool card, and it's more grams than the standard gold card. So I'm going to do that, because it's only 7,500 points. So I've got the points. But that's why I chose it. It's more of a practicality. Like I have the Discover card where it's like you do the category every month, and then, you know, you pull the old Discover card out for that month. I have other cards that are just less points or less cash back, and realistically, I would prefer to do this as cash back, because even if I bring it into my Robinhood account, it goes into the Robinhood account, especially once we are working the system, because my Robinhood account is going to be basically my daily driver. It might get shifted into the primary income portfolio at some point, but it's going to be tied to this card to pay this card off. So if I'm getting the points, getting a boost for the points, those points go into that portfolio, and then that portfolio pays off the balance of this card. Then that's actually a real vicious cycle. Like this will be the daily driver. Like I don't think that at any point I would really want to use any other card, because it's not going to be advantageous for me. Like that sealed the deal. Like I didn't even think about that, because I hadn't looked, and that's the reason I make these videos, because I learn stuff by telling you guys about the stuff that I'm doing, which makes the stuff that I'm doing way more efficient and even better, which is exciting to me. So yeah, the gist of it is that's what we're going to be doing. This is the daily driver. This is the reason that I chose it. It's just a flat 3% cash back. I don't have to worry about what I'm spending on, what I'm doing. It's just, just go use the card. I swipe it, tap it, whatever. When I do my online purchases, I can set up virtual cards. I can set up virtual cards for my subscription services. It's just easy. And that's the reason I chose it. So for those of you who are thinking about it that are on the Robinhood platform, if you have not requested to get in line to get your card, I would go ahead and just get in there and expect it to come when you're not expecting it. And it'll be slightly inconvenient, and I would just take the offer when you get the chance to and move forward from there. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to like, share, subscribe, hype the video, do all the fun stuff. I'm your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero. The channel is Future Financial Strategies, and we will be back for another bag talk next week. Until then,
money on my mind, yeah. Focus, got no time for games, nah. I don't play, man, I'm all about that financial literacy. Investing in my future, building generational wealth. Dollar bills, they be calling my name, but I ain't chasing fame, I'm chasing change. Learn the game, now I'm playing it smart. Putting my money to work, it's an art. I'm stacking paper, building my own empire. No more living check to check, I'm getting higher. Investing in stocks, real estate, and more. Gotta secure the bag, that's what I came for.